Okay, I'm super excited. This is a very impromptu video, but I found my first scavenger hunt item already. It's not the wreath, but I wanted to just do this and then I'll show you exactly what it is. So I was looking for in my garage, so my California things, which is where I knew my wreath was going to be in my boxes from there. And I found the wreath and I found it. It's a little worse for wear because I've had it for a really long time. My best friend when I lived in San Antonio and worked at the Capital Group made this wreath for me. Gosh, it's around a long time. As you can see, some of the bows are all frayed. The little tree needs to be. But she lived in some of this I think is relevant. She lived in a beautiful house that she had built for herself on Canyon Lake out in the hill country in San Antonio. And man, she had a beautiful house, and she had built across the street. She had bought multiple lots, and she had built a guest house over there that she would rent out. She was a tourist. She was very much into like saving and thinking about the future. And I think this is all very relevant. But in the same box, well, I found multiple things. I found my color printer, which I thought I had given away. Because when I lived in California and moved, then I had to move from there. I gave away about 90% of the things that I had. But unbeknownst to me, some things were still packed. I found this huge bag of incense. But the thing that I had always thought I had lost or given away was this. And I will take this upstairs and unwrap it. And this is my first scavenger hunt item. But I wanted to just document this moment in case we forget to be blessed and thankful for everything in our lives. So I will put this in one video. Look, it's even from Smart and Final, which was like a grocery store in California. All right, all of this is relevant, but I'm going to come back and do the reveal of this. And just the feeling I felt when I opened these things. I didn't realize at first, like, oh, is this my scavenger hunt stuff? I just was like, I'm looking for the wreath. I'm looking for the wreath. And I was going through all these other boxes. And I found some other California stuff that I'm like, why am I not using this? And then I saw the wreath. I saw a box that said wreath and knickknacks. And I was like, what is this? My wreath. And then when I went in there, it was like a little like excited, like, oh, my printer, what can I do with that I maybe have been putting off, and now I have my printer again. First I thought it was a laptop, which I do really need, but it was a printer. And then these items were in there. So stay tuned here. I'm going to come back and show you the final reveal of what this is, and then put this whole scavenger hunt item together of your future you has left you clues. This is my item number 1. Okay, I'm back. So I got so excited. I haven't even changed out of my walking outside clothes too much yet. So bear with my skiing long john leggings. And the dog's still here. Do you want to take your sweater off? But anyway, I wanted to unwrap this together so we could just see. And I just saw 22 on the timer. Okay, first of all, I love these. This used to hang. I bought this to hang in the doorway when I lived in California, in like looking in a gal, I was right by the Monarch Beach Golf Course, right by the Ritz-Carlton. It was just down a path from the house in the canyon to the beach that I would walk every single morning. I loved it there. But when we moved from there, we ended up having to go back to Texas. My lease had ended at this townhome, and the owner I don't know what he wanted to do with it. But anyway, I was moving out, and that was the point where it was like my shaman's death, and I was like, give away everything. And so we were packing a lot of stuff, but I think 90% of my stuff I gave away, and because there was just so much of it too that I didn't feel like I could pack everything. I had a huge truck and it was already almost full, and I was like, oh, I can't take all these things, like patio furniture and just so much stuff. Furniture, lots of furniture, and we ended up giving like the majority of it away to like a local like thrift store that was it like in Corona Del Mar? It was somewhere around there. It was like a thrift store we went to all the time. But anyway, I want to see, because I don't remember even packing this. It was so like beautifully packed, like wrapped up. Let's just see what it is. It's like opening it's like our advent calendar. You can see it's the little things. These are really cool. It hung, I think you can't really see it. It hung in front of the door. Like when I walked in the door of my townhome, it was right there as I walked in, because it has like a weird area, weird walk-in area. And it used to hang from these like chains down. Come on now. It's like, I don't even know what you can see. All right, let's see. Here it is. Oh my gosh. Let's see. It was these, like this knight and these angels, kind of like, I give myself up to this journey. You know, I don't even know, like the fool's journey or the knight's quest. And three angels is so significant right now at the time that I'm finding this, because, you know, this is being recorded right at the holiday time. So three angels, you know, our scavenger hunt is all about finding three things. And these California items, when I find them, just make me so happy that I did keep some of the things I really loved so much. I gave like a lot of my drums away and stuff. I had a beautiful djembe. I just saw 333. They're like, oh, that's coming back. But I had beautiful drums. I had all these, you know, fun things. And in talking about our Earth Council update, I also found my water, well, not a carafe, but you know, like a water bottle with like the ceramic dispenser that you would put like water in, like the big like 3 gallon or 5 gallons that you fill with water. I had bought a beautiful glass one from this place called Amore that I used to go to in I don't know exactly what city, but somewhere on the coast. There's a place called Amore Water. You can actually look it up and you can order from them. But they had this huge tank that they would, in their shop, that they would bring in the water and purify it. And it had like geodes and love words all over it and a huge like copper triangle. And then they would put different minerals in the water depending on what type of water you wanted. And I would take my glass bottles that I got from there, and I would have them fill them up with the Amore minerals and stuff. And that's what I would use for my drinking water, and I would have crystals all around it. So very fun. And I found that, and I'm like, well, there's nothing like Amore water here. But part of our Earth Council update for December was doing something with water, befriending a water source. And it was all about sacred water, springs, wells, bubbling brooks, and all of that. So if you haven't heard, I dropped it yesterday, the December Earth Council update and the Solstice Scavenger Hunt. I'd invite you to go back and listen to that. It's on YouTube. It's on the podcast, every major podcast provider. And it's so exciting that I dropped that yesterday. And here today, I already found my first scavenger hunt item. Like I said, I didn't really realize that's what it was at first until I started opening more and more bags. And when we got the cards, the card of the day today, I'm just moving the camera, in our almost daily updates, was all about manifesting, was one of the big cards, and the star. And and life, I figured out this kind of spelled life and then life file, like, you know, stuff coming back to you. And there's this huge energy right now of Mercury retrograde, talking about, what if this? Do you still want that? Do you still want this? You know, what are you doing with your life? Do you still want these things? And asking us to kind of decide what we still want, what we don't want, and really be true to ourselves and rededicate ourselves to the things we really do want.
So I did big rededication. It's like, do you still want TLC for the soul? It's like, heck yeah, you know, I still want to do that's who I am. I'm here to spread the teachings in my own special way. And I think that finding this tapestry really is a reflection of all those things, of all the abundance and wealth of where I lived at that time, of all the, you know, promises of, you know, if you have the courage to kneel down and take this journey, you know, that you're always going to be supported. And I find that that is a big boost, and I'm very, like, so cool that it's our first scavenger hunt item. So I invite you to do the scavenger hunt with me too. You can listen to that as part of that show. If you don't want to listen to the whole show, the scavenger hunt stuff is probably like in the last 10 minutes of that recording, that video, that podcast episode. And maybe you'll find really cool stuff too. Future you has left you clues, which in this case, I guess future me was also past me. Past me, or all aspects of me. I'm those three angels too, right? We're those three angels. Past, present, and future, all coming together to help boost the vibe right now. So I wanted to just share this magical moment with you. I hope it will uplift your day, and we will talk to you again soon. Take care.